Howdy folks, welcome back to another World of Warplanes replay with your host Bjorn, and today I have for you the tier 4 P43. It was a plane constructed by Republic. It is also known the Lancer. It served with the Army Air Corps, it served with Australia, and it served with China. It was constructed in, the production began in 1940 and ran until 1941. And there was a total of 272 models of this plane constructed, with certain variants and whatnot. This was actually a very good high altitude performance plane, and as you can see, it's definitely a very early design of the Jug fighter line, which leads to the in game it's called the XP-44, but it's actually the P-44 rocket. And then you have the Republic P-47, which was a fairly successful, and I believe it was America's most mass-produced fighter plane of World War II. So what we have here is we have a Tier 5 match, and I want to begin the replay, talk a little bit more about how I feel about the performance of this plane. So far from what I can see, the plane has two fairly decent bombs with a fairly decent bomb reload. It has 450 calibers, which isn't world-beating firepower, but it's really good enough for its tier. While this plane I don't feel is very good, unlike other multi-roles where essentially you're thinking more of along the lines of a fighter and then a ground attack as secondary, this is more of a ground attack and then you're thinking it as a fighter, as a secondary role. What I find it's very good for bullying ground attack fighters and low level fighters that aren't paying attention. It's not exactly fast. It's got a decent amount of hit points, but it's nothing to brag about. Okay, so here we go. We got a ground attack fighter. Some more 50 caliber ammunition into them. Plane behind me set me on fire, which was good. Still on fire, and I get shot down. Oh, this is also invasion mode, by the way. This was a replay from Operation Westwall. This is actually the third and final week of invasion, and the following week was the third and final week of attrition. Alright, so here we go. We got a fighter. I'm going to intercept him, put some rounds into him. As you see, it's not the most agile.
Is under enemy control. We need to retake the initiative.
Okay, I'm going to pull my altitude down. Here's the ground attack. I'm going to focus on him. There's another ground attack. Put some 50 caliber into his plane. There we go. He took his wing and his engine, or sorry, his wing and his pilot. Okay, now here we go. We got another ground attack. I'm going to swoop down there and get focused on him. There we go. There's two ground attacks back to back. Pull up a little bit and fly around some more. And basically the objective here is just for me to kill enemy planes and defend the various bases of my team that are marked out on the map. Alright, I'm going to begin heading towards the center. I see that there's a good amount of enemies heading towards there. Okay, gonna keep flying, fly low, stay with the contour of the ground for the most part. Okay, I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep heading towards the airfield because right now there's no player defend. Oh, there is a player defender in the airfield. All there is bot defenders, and they're not exactly reliable. About ready to capture the airfield. They're probably going to capture it before I get there, which they do. That's all right. All right, start working these ground attacks over. Put some rounds into that one. Oh, here's another one. Put some rounds into him. All right, took his pilot. Took his tail. And there we go. There scores another kill. Turn. Here's another multi-roll. I didn't get to put any rounds into him. He damaged my wing, however. But I got a buddy that's coming in. Alright, he damaged my engine, but I'm going to quickly repair it, get it running again, and I get shot down by an I-16. Understand that there's a lot of players in this mode, and it makes the competition a bit more stiff. Alright, so just going to wait for the respawn right now. Okay, I'm gonna go for the respawn. Here we go. I'm gonna start flying. Right now I'm trying to make calls on what my move's gonna be. Alright, I'm gonna go try to defend this garrison over here. I mean, this thing's not exactly fast moving either, nor does it. Ceiling height's not bad, but it's not extremely good either. It's not going to go after bombers. Okay, here we go. We got a fighter not paying attention to me. All right, there we go. There's a multi-grade 5. There we go. Another fighter not paying attention. Okay, there we go. There's 2 fighters. And that's the way you do it. If you're going to shoot down fighters, catch them when they're not paying attention. Finish them off. So, alright, both my team and the enemy team has run out of reserves. They still have to capture the 2 garrisons to win or shoot us all down. We just have to shoot them down. There we go, another ground attack. There we go, put some more rounds into him. Turn, put more into him. Try to avoid his tail gunner a bit, put more into him. Just keep shooting little bursts into him, trying to avoid his tail gun as much as possible. Grab the kill. Okay, we got a ground attack coming in on this garrison. I'm going to close in on him. Try and grab that kill. JU-87G. There we go. Time to work them over. There we go. There's a multi-grade 4. So here's where things become fairly uneventful. And it's just more or less a lot of flying, trying to engage targets that may be coming towards me. Because obviously now we're down to only holding 1 garrison left, so they have to come towards me. go. We got a fighter plane down here. I'm going to go work over this fighter plane. Okay, F2A, which is another American multi-role. Let's get this guy work over. And just hit him once or twice there with the 50s. Gonna turn on him. There we go. Put some more rounds into him. Okay, put a little bit more of a hurt on him. Let's turn some more. There we go. There we go. Took his engine. Turn some more. There we go. Teammate helped me get the kill. All right, here we go. Heavy fighter swooping down in. Obviously, I'm not going to catch the heavy fighter at this plane's pace, but I'm going to just try and keep an eye on him. See if he makes a mistake and comes towards me, which he is. I'm going to get down onto him. Go, got a couple rounds into him. I'm going to turn. Go a couple more and grab that kill. There's a multi-role grade 3. And there's a tier 5 heavy fighter, which is actually a pretty good tier 5 heavy fighter. And I'm just going to pull up a little bit more. I'm going to head towards where my enemy is. For the most part at this point, the game is over for me. Going to continue flying though, but and I may actually get to fire my guns again before this match is over. As you can see, there's actually a fighter off to my right. It's closing in. So right now I'm just kind of avoiding them and just keeping an eye on the map. There we go. Snap onto it. There he is. He's flying pretty high up there. It's going to be tough for me to go get him. Okay, I'm just going to roll. Now I'm going to start heading towards the last enemy fighter on the enemy team. There's about a minute left, so we're about to win this by timeout or by kill. Okay, he actually just shot down one of our heavy fighters with a Spitfire. So I'm going to keep closing in, knowing that there is a possibility I'm going to have to get involved. I'm just hoping to catch him while he's occupied, otherwise I'm dead meat. I don't have the agility to dog this guy. Okay, here we go, closing in. Go, put a couple rounds into him, but he turns tighter than I do. I'm going to pull up. I know he's going to get on my tail, and he starts to shoot. He got a couple rounds on me. I got a couple more on him, and that's the end of the match. Grab the victory and the class 1. So total score here. If my recording program wants to work with me here a moment. There we go. So, as you can see, I shot down 8 aerial targets. I got 3 assists. I actually did damage to ground targets. Not sure how I pulled that off, but I did. Grabbed 200 capture points. And yeah, I was shot down twice, but like I said, it's there's a lot more players over the weekends, especially during the special event. Let's go to the team scores so you can really see the scores here. Now, I didn't get the highest score among my team. I was actually the second highest, but I was the most efficient player. And total set, I was actually third highest. But as you can see, looks like there might be like 8 human fighters per team. So definitely much stiffer competition. But the game worked out pretty well. It was a tier 5 match, and I was in a tier 4 plane. Let alone I was in a plane that's not considered very good. I really don't find the plane horrible. I just find it very rule specific on what you can and can't do with the plane. And I guess that makes the plane bad in its own right. But I hope you enjoyed this P43 Lancer replay, and I hope to see you next time.